And we're back. Let's speak to more of these ghost guys. That'll Pratchett and Adams. And we'll see if we can't get any more clues. Oh hey, big fan of your work. Thanks. Not you. Oh. No, they're not going to say anything. I read your detective books wonderfully over the top. Oh, they're not going to say anything. Big sads. I think you should read this one. I read this one and I thought it was good. I read this one. I read this one. Wow. Today's gonna go good. What's it about? It's a story about this kid who can see dead people. Oh, that's not for me. I'm scared of ghosts. I fear I find myself in the company of a rather dreadful bunch. Rotters, the lot of them. The kid? No, he's charming. I mean the others, occultists, horror writers, DIY fanatics, horrors, the lot of them. Can you see the ghosts too, kiddo? Ghost? What nonsense are you filling his head with? I see them. They're my friends. Well, this one is. Some of them are less friendly. But I like them because before they came, the place was empty. Just me and Doris, and she's only interested in reading the mostest dreadfulest books ever written. Well, that's not weird. So should we go to horror? Oh look, Doris must have finally fixed the elevator button. No, it was... Never mind. Looks like you can get to the roof through here. Thankfully it's locked. I'd rather not go back out in that storm. That's one heck of a view of the city. I can't see anything through this Viewmaster. I won't tell anyone if you want to take it off. I will, but not just yet. A collection of books that don't seem to fit anywhere else in the library, like How to Cook a Dinosaur if you ever catch one, the Internet and other fads, Architecture of the Mind by Sarah Bellum, I get it, an MMO accountancy, be the fictional banker you always knew you were. You barely make teenage girls whimper, Howie. Only because they cannot fathom the dread I conjure, Eddie. You play on common cliches. Your penny dreadfuls lack true horror. At best, spooky pulp. Your best works aren't even written by you. Charlatan, fraud, undead trickster. If you feel that way, then why'd you hide my work, Eddie? Again, I say I don't have your book. You probably hid it because it was too scary for you. Gah. You're an infuriating man. Creepy bookshelf, eh? This is one creepy looking bookshelf. What's going on here? I didn't take his blasted book. It was childish blighting woman. Why don't you tell him that? He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hid it so more people would borrow my books over his. Nonsense, I care not for his current zeitgeist. My works are vastly superior. He's being such a child. I am clearly the greater horror writer. I tore apart the minds of a generation with my aesthetic horror. With your aesthetic rubbish? Right, I'll have you, mate. Come at me, you stickly twerp. You two, stop it or I'll put you both in some kind of supernatural slammer. He started it. Oh, I never... It was you and your... I don't care who started it. I'm putting a stop to it. Wait right here, and not a peep. From access to zero oxygen, a murderer's primer. Never been up here before. Because of the broken elevator? Because it's scary up here. The dead person murders. Everyone's guilty. The fast car killers. The followers. Erroneous castrations. Holy crap. The Diary of Evelyn Snokes, the girl who chokes. Everyone's okay. Calvin ate a cop? What? Did you kill them? I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you too. You were out last time. A Very Dark Places, an illustrated guide. The Compendium of Inept Deaths. They're not the scariest sounding of books, are they? I think I might have had an accident. He's behind you. Animal Allotment. Stephen Duke's The Ankle Biters. Bemoaners from Beyond the Grave. Alibi Soup. The Butler did it. Oh man, does I have to look at all these? I don't want to look at all of them. Are we going to look at all these? Do we want to look at all these? This is a question I'm asking myself and you at the same time. Mostly myself. They've gone to buy poison. Gasp! How they all died. Goodness me, he's dead. Henry Hamfist, the punch-to-death champion of 1934, a biography. Just quit. Jugular wounds and illustrated. The guide to journaling your own death. I touched its face. Jobs you're not good enough for. Lemons for every meal. The kickboxing cult. The lackluster murders. Cannibal Carnival. Late train made me late. Life robber. Murder. Ninja Zombie and the other terrible crossovers. Morals? No thanks. Never look in the fridge. Madman kills a person. No, don't do it. Nanny Nightmare. Map to Murder. Murder. The Pain Giver. Places to die in. Places not to die in. The Origami Massacres. The places not to die in. The Quirky Killings. The Rash that wouldn't clear. Quickly Hide. The Revenger. Quay 666. Or Key 666. Sorry, I'm dumb. Stabfest 6. Everywhere snakes. Tomorrow the world implodes. Scary Book Volume 4. The Trundling. Stabfest? Okay, Stabfest 6. The Underwhelmer. Vivian's Hatchet. Vet's Revenge. Where's Wallo's body? Holy crap. Vanity Kids. I have to cough. Okay. They yearn for blood. X marks the victim. Unzip the body bag. The yogurt vat drownings. Zesty recipes for evidence disposal. Oh man, okay. That was pretty funny. We need to go to Children's. So we need to try to get the book. Excuse me, did you steal Lovecraft's book? He and that Poe fellow won't stop fighting over which one has the more frightful book. I took his book in the hopes that it would stop their arguing. It seems to have just made it worse. Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't. How am I meant to stop those two fighting? That is not my concern. You want this book? You stop their fight. There's got to be a scarier book than theirs around here. Surely that would stop their bickering. Can you see? Oh, okay. So, we need to find a scarier book than the book that they have, so... Baby's first hangover? Is that what that just said? Alright, so we need to find another book. Mass defect. They came from space. They were brains. Brains from space. Space brains! Blasters, 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 and other space weapons. They're all the same thing. So I'm wondering if we need to get her book. Why is the window onto the roof locked? For health and safety reasons. Can I get the key? Afraid not. Why? For health and safety reasons. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Can I sign up for one? No, I'm too busy reading my book to help. Saws. Dooley, can I use your card? It still has fines on it. Bet you wish you'd let me make a deal now, huh? If you need anything else, I'll be here, unless I'm not. So I need to have a picture of him. Can I use... I really don't want to put my face on here, but I really need a picture of myself. The things I do for this job. I feel like I'm back in kindergarten art class. This is going to be the least convincing fake idea I've seen in all my years as a cop. A badly photocopied picture of my face, poorly glued onto a library card that clearly belongs to somebody else. I'd say that this wouldn't work, but I've been around the block enough times to try it out. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Like this one? Oh, well, then here you go, Paul. Paul, my name is Paul. Like it says on the card. My card. Paul, Paul, Paul. He's got the trashy novel. So now we need to go back up to horror. So we need... Do we need to give them the book? Or do we give her the book? Is this my book? No, it's not. What is it? It's the most horrific novel ever written, and it's not written by either of you. Let me see that. Teenage girl, blah blah blah, reverse vampire, blah blah blah, love story. Sounds terrifying. Its mere existence gives me shivers. Do you agree it's more horrific than your works? Will you stop squabbling? Agreed? Agreed. Can you believe something so hideous exists? Can you believe it's so popular? Stoker must be turning in his grave. I hope the poor chap doesn't know. Well, they're gone, but now what? I guess I could tie up some other ghosts' loose ends? So now we need to go to children. And I need this book. I've gotten them to agree on the scariest book. Can I have that novel now? Good. I daren't see why you want this vile thing, but I did promise. Here. Aw, you ruined the kid's illusion, detective. What did I ruin? The indescribable rendering things that rend indescribably. Sounds about right. So, do we use this one now in here? Like... I met your friend, Yeats. He says you won't stop spying on him. I find it most joyous to torment the man. He says you want into that room you mentioned? I do. I'm most bored here. I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer to go online? 2 words. Safe search. Oh, right. Maybe I can find some kind of workaround. Please, just stay here and don't do anything. Oh, she's not busy enough to give us the password now. Oh. So we need the password. I should not converse with Crowley. Okay. Can I give him this book? Come on, Frankie, you can do better. Okay, so we need to find a way to get the password. Oh, Roxy, you mentioned that you were looking for stuff on the internet. How did you get past the internet blocks? Up to something naughty, Detective? Me? No, but I have this friend who needs to get past the library firewall. That's quite well protected, surprisingly. I think Doris was worried about somebody would hack and steal her unpublished fan fiction. But I figure out the admin password so I can bypass the block. Want me to give it to you so you can use it too? Please? 1, 2, 3, 4. How useful. Can I use the password on the computer? Now Crowley should be able to browse his heart's content. I'll let him know. Okay, I've set it up so you should be able to browse whatever you want. No restrictions. Excellent. You, may not want to stick around for this. Right, I'll leave you to your business, so shut the door on your way out. Gross. Did I sense? Yes, the beast's eyes are focused elsewhere. The air is clearer now. Well, clear is maybe not the term I'd use. Come again, sir? Never mind. Just don't go into that room if you can avoid it. As you suggest. Now, what's this all about, a hidden room? I'll share it when I can. There's a place hidden behind the horror section on the 4th floor. The source of the phantasmic pollution afflicting this building is within. How do I get in? One of the books in the L section is a lever. Pull it and fix this. Godspeed, man. Hear that, Dooley? Hear what? Oh, yes, of course. We need to get to the 4th floor and open the secret room using one of the books in the L section. Wait, how do you know all this? Intuition? To the horror! No, I'm assuming I have to put the book in there. The book Yeats mentioned is missing. I didn't know you were a fan of Lovecraft. You're looking at the Lovecraft section, a bit too godless for my taste. A Lovecraftian novel, or a Lovecraft novel, you say? Here goes nothing. That seemed to fit with a curious clicking noise. Right, we pull this and... Well, there's the hidden door Yeats and Crowley were talking about. Creepy doorways are a reoccurring motif I'm not too fond of. Let me guess, staying here to cover me again? You got it in one, Detective. Try to avoid getting knocked out this time. What is all this? Magica? Aleister Crowley's Guide to the Popular Wizard Game? The Gnostic's Guide to Ghouls and Ghosts? Rituals for modern rituals? These are all contraband occult books. This is quite the nasty treasure trove. Why didn't I know about this stuff? So we have exposed wiring, a skull, a baseball cap, books, horror, and we have Shelly. And a crawl space. Those loose wires seem to run to the roof. What a strange thing to find here. Normal library fare, this. So we picked up a skull. Killed in Taiwan. Holy crap. The Necronomenon. A cyclopean book. 101 ways to get ritual stains out of your carpets. A brief history of time magic. The art of pentagram drawing. A guide for syncing your coven with the moon. So we have a ritual book, we have more books. The periodic table of secret magic elements. The bumper catalog of magical components. This one is just squiggles. I can't make anything useful out of it. Love in your coven. Occultism for nuns. A small hole. I don't fit, but maybe I can drop something down to see where it lands? Do I throw the skull down there? I hope this works. Now to find where that landed. Hopefully without having caused any damage. Can we talk to her? So what are you doing here? Like a moth to the flame, I am drawn to the eldritch energies emitted from this book. I like spooky books and electricity. I even lit candles to up the spook factor. Nice. So I'm assuming we go down to Children in Fantasy. Go over here. What was all this noise? I can't hear myself read. So, kid, what do you know about the other side of that vent? I didn't mean to do it. Do what? I was lonely, so I went exploring. I found all these neat new books. But the ones I read were scary and I ran off. Then the ghosts arrived. But I like them, because now I have friends. See, he meant no harm. Troublemaker! Arrest him! Breaking and entering! Into your room of illegal books? Let's say both set of charges cancel each other out. Only if you get rid of the ghosts and find him somewhere else to go once in a while. He could join me in the Blood Wolves. Blood Wolves? The mayor stopped paying the dip tax, so we had to change from scouts. You okay with that, kid? Sure. That's great, but back to the task at hand. We need to stop energy flowing into the building and into that book. You'll need to get into the lightning conductor on the roof. Here, have the key. Dooley, we're going to the roof. But it's raining outside. We don't care, Dooley. There it is. So, here we go. I suppose I've already ducked out of one room this case. I knew I played that card too soon. You did, buddy. You did. More of that wiring from the secret room, and it leads to the roof. This is why I end up with overdue fees. Every time I bring a book back, I end up on the roof in the rain. Who wouldn't avoid that? What? I get up to adventures when you're not around, you know. I just don't cease to be the cause. I just don't cease to be because Frankie McQueen's having a night in. Darkside detective should be called the occult officer. I'm gonna climb the ladder now. Probably for the best. Do you need me to go all the way up there? Scared of heights? No. Yes. Bah, flashing in my eyes. The energy seems to be coming from here, but it's too powerful to go near. This is one heck of a light show. So, what I need to do, get down as soon as possible. Looks like the circuit is connecting the book downstairs to this aerial. I guess I should break that circuit when the wire in the aerial to the lightning rod. Oh, then wire, okay. Break the circuit, then wire the aerial to the lightning rod so the power has somewhere to go. So basically, I'm going from here to here. I'm assuming. Can I just go... Oh, it's a click puzzle. Okay. See what they did though. Is they stuck one of the pieces in a very hard to reach spot, which is here. Because I need to go, yeah, I need to go down, down. Ooh, this is not going to work. How many of these? 1, 2, 3. Do I have right here? Had to sneeze. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could just go over here. So there's a few ways to do this. Some require me to get these pieces over here. So now I just need this piece. I think? Okay, so now I need to go... So just gotta get this last piece in, I think. There we go. Did I do it? Ouch, my hand! Look, Detective, the storm is dying out. Imagine that. Okay, we should be able to close the book now. So now we head back down. Down to balcony. Go back inside. Close the book. Does she say anything? No time to chat. I need to close that book. Trunks filled, Detective, though I don't see why we had to take all those books. Duly, they're contraband. Heavy contraband. We've an agreement then, Doris? You don't fine me for having the books. I don't sue the kid for entering the vault. I go back to business. Science haunting. You should also get that wiring fixed. Ugh, fine. Come on, Dooley, let's get back to the office. See you at camp, Mr. Dooley. See you there, Devin. Case closed. Ghost Whisperer. So that's case 2 done. When we come back, we'll start case number 3, Disorient Express. So till then, you all take care. And of course, have a good one.